look very carefully at her face, I don't know what the closest we can get there, Rexton, but if you look carefully on those whisker spots, I just mention that every now and again just so we can get more used to IDing them. Now, there's various ways. Sometimes you can find other marks on them that's very clear and significant, but look at the whisker lines. You see there's those horizontal lines, and then you get the last sort of, call it a solid line if you want, and then you get 3 spots on either side. She's looking towards her left now. There you can see the other side. She's being very cooperative, thank you, showing us both sides. You can see there's 3 almost symmetrical spots on that sort of, call it the smooth or the even colored part of the lip on the edge of the nose. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Bit of a tricky thing to explain a leopard's nose. There you can see either side you've got those 3 spots. Now with Karula, for instance, the mother, she's got little triangles there. Tingana, the sister of Saseka, has got a variety of other sort of unsymmetrical spots there. So different ways of IDing cats. Now if they're all perfect, obviously that's a good place to check. If they have very clear markings like Safari's eye, or Tingana for instance got a little notch out of her ear, you can use that as well. But for those of you that are joining us more and more often, you can always recognize Saseka from those spots. Hyena is just chomping away. You can actually hear it from where we're sitting. You can hear the bones being crunched. Obviously, Saseka can hear it as well. Go back a little bit, see if we can't get that stick out the way. Okay, well the hyena's moving for us. Whoop. Love that sound, one of the most beautiful sounds that you hear at night in the bushveld. The whooping of a hyena, the roar of a lion, the sawing of a leopard. All sounds that remind you there's big things out there with long teeth. Love those long whiskers as well, both on the lips and also above the eyes. It's almost like little antennae walking around in the bush at night. You will certainly feel any twig or leaf, anything before it actually touches your face, especially your eyes. And then during hunting, or shall I say just after the hunting part, when they've actually caught something and they've grabbed it by the throat, typically leopard kill their prey by either suffocation, grabbing it by the throat, or otherwise quite often they actually bite into the neck and they sever the neck vertebra. And either way around, those whiskers are extremely sensitive to the slightest vibrations or movement, and they can actually feel when the animal has no more heartbeat. And that then gives them the signal to let go. Otherwise it can quite easily happen that you grab something, you think it's over, the animal might even be fainting or feigning death, not fainting, probably faints as well. I think if I had a leopard grabbing me by the throat, I'd consider fainting as a possibility. And if the leopard lets go before the animal is dead, it can actually jump up and escape, which is the one thing, or more dangerously maybe even fight back, maybe poke a horn into you or a tusk or something. So it's a very important part of their hunting process, those long whiskers. Alright, thanks Johnny. Copy. We've got Saseka that mpg again from this morning. Carcass was moved a little bit, and PC just chaunced out it about 20 minutes ago. So one PC eating it, and she's lying close by. Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but probably just time-wise, work-wise, probably around 8. We'll see you there. Will do. Oh, what's that smell, Rex? It's one of those things that that hyena has just bitten into something. Look at that. Let's have a look at the hyena quickly again. Just every now and again looking up again. Hopefully we get to see that. Otherwise the head tends to be down in the grass there. But a while back we had that amazing sighting of the 2 male lions, the Manyaleti males. Again, many of you might remember it if you were with us on the drive. In fact, I think if you were with on the drive, you'd certainly remember it. It was a magnificent sighting. They were feeding very close to us, 2 big male lions. And it was quite a stinky carcass, a buffalo carcass 5-6 days into summer. Is not something that smells nice anymore. But at one stage the one male bit into some kind of part of the buffalo. It must have been some joint or on the legs or something, and I presume maybe some sinew or some of the ligaments maybe that had been rotting, and it was the foulest smell I've smelt in a long shot. I mean, I'm thinking back, I've sat a number of times around very large carcasses, giraffes and elephant